You guys ever travel to a place and it just doesn't feel right? It's like bad juju. Things just aren't going right from the beginning and you bail out early. Well, I'm bailing out. So let me start by telling you guys that I left Thailand. I went to Hong Kong. I had an amazing time. Hong Kong was awesome. I planned on going there for 4 days and then heading to Taiwan, and I was gonna travel around Taiwan a little bit. I had some, plans to do some things here. I was flying from Hong Kong to Kaohsiung, Taiwan. It's a city in the southern part of Taiwan. I'd been to Taipei before, so I wanted to explore a different area. I was flying HK Express, Hong Kong Express. I flew them to Hong Kong. No issues at all. Great, everything worked fine. So I go to check in online. They wouldn't let me check in online. So I go to the airport to check in, and they're like, "Oh, your passport, your name, Brian, middle name, last name, your registration, your ticket only has your first and last name. Your one, that's not your name on your passport. It says this. We have to do a name change." I'm like, okay, so update my name. $50 US. What, to add my middle name? And I'm like, wait a second. I show them their app. It doesn't ask for a middle name, okay, when you register for your flight. And I said, I flew here from Thailand, no problem. This is, it's my name. This is my name. That's my middle name. I don't use that. And it didn't ask for my middle name. Nope. So they argue with me. I asked to see a supervisor. They wouldn't budge at all. I said, all right, I'll pay, and I'll just fight it with my credit card company or whatever. I'll have them charge it back if they will. I pay. I get over here. I fly to Taiwan. I fly into Kaohsiung. It's fine, everything. Go to the hotel. Get to my hotel room. Check in, no problem. Like literally, I just showed them my passport. They hand me the keys. It was like no questions, nothing, no deposit. I go to my room, and this is where the bad juju starts. Well, actually, it started with them charging me $50 to add my middle name on my ticket. My room kind of smells a little bit. It smells like somebody was in there an hour earlier eating. It smelled like food, like maybe somebody spilled like some shrimp soup on the floor or something. Just had an odd little smell. I mean, I kicked on the aircon and the bed was okay, a little hard. I didn't sleep good the 2 days there. I was there 2 nights. The city, let me just preface by saying, the city is very, very sterile, clean, beautiful city. Kind of reminded me of like Austin, Texas. Like just, a bunch of big buildings, but not a giant city. Lots of restaurants, but kind of boring. I didn't really see any bars. There's a few markets. So the city, no complaints with the city. It's just everything that kind of gave me a bad vibe. I start off the morning. I'm going to look for a motorbike. I want to rent a motorbike. So I go to this one place and I just look. It was one of those ones where you do an app, and the motorbikes look like if you got on it, you would crash. They were in such bad shape. So I go to a coffee shop. The coffee is 100 Taiwanese dollars, whatever it's called, which is about $3.11 US. So I give 1,000 and I should get 900 back. And I didn't even look at the price. I'm not really thinking. And the girl that was ringing me up, she was really young and dumb. If I would have been dealing with an older person in, say, Vietnam, the first time I got a banh in Hanoi that tried to rip me off, I'd be like, they're trying to scam me. But this girl was just so airheaded. And she just, I didn't speak Chinese. It didn't matter. I mean, I was just buying a coffee. It was 100, whatever. No big deal. I don't think you need to have the correct language to get this done. So I take my money and I go set the little beeper over my thing, and I look. I only have 600. I gave her 1,000. That's 400. So that would be $13 for my coffee instead of $3. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go back, and she's just all confused. And another lady came up that spoke perfect English. I said, this was whatever. Oh, she fixed it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Very apologetic. I don't think it was a scam at all. The girl was just very young and dumb, very busy coffee shop, trendy, nice. I had my coffee, and then I head to this other area. And I'm walking. There's 3 motorbike shops in the area. I go to all 3. They won't rent me a motorbike. You got to have an international driver's license, which I had one before. Most places you go, it says that, but they'll accept your driver's license or whatever. Now, had I still had my American driver's license, that would have been accepted. But Thailand driver's license, nope, I got a motorbike and I got a driver's license, but no, they will not accept Thailand. You have to have an international driver's license, and I could get one. It's just not that big of a deal. Most places I go, they just rent you a motorbike. Now, everywhere I wanted to go, I would have had to take a motorbike. I mean, there's all these things I wanted to see, and you would just need a motorbike. I mean, the subway, the train is limited to certain areas, and there was things I wanted to go see that I would have needed a motorbike. So, but, you know, it's no big deal because I was going to go to this island, Liquau something, Liq something, or put the name of it. Looked like an awesome, cool island off the coast of Taiwan. Well, I checked the forecast, rain every day. One of the days, 100%. So I'm like, oh, shit. And then I'm looking at, you know, my app on my phone for the air quality. And, you know, I left Thailand. Well, now the air quality is looking perfect in Nha Jom Tien, where I live. And I'm like, shit. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back. Let me see what else happens. A lady in my building, the joystick lady, she wanted this stuffed animal thing from a place called Pop Mart or something. And I look it up, and it's in like this mall at this shopping district. It says shopping district in the city, and I go there, and like there's no shopping. The only thing there is this one mall. So I go in the mall. That store's gone. It's not there anymore. Like, I walked all over. People tried to help me. It's just not there. Like, it's on Google Maps. It's just not there. So, like, so much time wasted of walking from here to there and this and that. I'm walking around looking for somewhere to eat, and I come upon the street with all these Mexican restaurants. It's like Mexican Village in Taiwan, like a Mexican place. And I'm like, shit, all right. I'll try some Mexican food in Taiwan. Why not? It was 1:50 p.m. So I go in the place had like 4.8 out of 5 stars. They're running around like, there's a couple people sitting there eating, and are you open? Can I sit down? And the lady goes and runs to the manager. They like running into managers here to ask questions. The manager comes over, or the owner, whoever, he's like, we close at 2:30. I'm like, okay, it's 1:50. Can I eat lunch? He goes, I think maybe you could do takeaway. I'm like, what? I go, do you want me to take it out and sit on the curb and eat? Like, I'm out here walking around. He goes, I say, bye-bye, see you later. I check around, and all these places close at 2:30 to whatever for a break between lunch and dinner. So I'm not even gonna go to another one and bother them. You know, but you think, Mexican food, I got 40 minutes, like that would be more than enough time to bring my food I eat. I'm out of there by 2:30. But what weird, you don't want my money? I'm not giving you my money. I'll go somewhere else. So I found this Canadian restaurant, and it was pretty high ranked. Like, I'm like, Canadian restaurant? Like, you know, I live in Detroit, and what's Canadian food besides poutine? Who would know that in Montreal, like, delis are very, very popular? I didn't know. So I go eat at the Canadian restaurant. I order my food and a lemonade. So I'm waiting. You think your drink would come first? Maybe. They bring my poutine. Okay, I try it. Excellent. The fries were like the Five Guys fries, like hand cut, very good. I mean, the gravy, the cheese was chewy and good. It was awesome, really good. They bring me my corned beef sandwich. They had 3 different sizes. I got the middle size, like 9 ounces, 12 ounces, I don't know. And it was pretty big. Like, that was a good lunch for me. And like, I asked the girl 3 times, like, where's my drink? Where's my drink? So I'm sitting upstairs. So finally, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to choke to death on this sandwich. I go downstairs, and my drink's sitting there like they just didn't bring it up to me, like it's already made. I'm like, did you want to wait till I was done with my food and choke to death before you bring my drink? And they were just, again, young, clueless, just silly, clueless girls. That's all I can explain about some of these ladies I saw here in Taiwan working at places. Maybe it's like America, where you just gotta hire people to work, and maybe not the most qualified. Just at this point, I'm like, you know what? Everything's kind of just not going right. Like, it's just like the vibe's not there. And I'm like, I can't rent a motorbike, so I can't go explore the way I want to. I mean, there's some high-speed trains and everything else. But I'm like, you know what? If the juju's this bad already, you know, just everything kind of, like, nothing was smooth. So I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I booked a flight back to Bangkok. I was looking at going somewhere else, maybe. I could have went to the Philippines. I was looking at going to Manila. Well, I checked, and there's no flights for today's Monday. There's no flights for Monday. I would have had to wait till Tuesday. And I'm like, I don't want to stay here another day. I'm out. And I thought about going to South Korea, and I'm like, you know what? I'll do another trip. I like to do a trip like 1 week every month. I'll do one next month. I'm out of here. So come today, I'm like, all right, everything good. I'm checked in. I come to the airport. Air Asia, which is like, you know, my go-to. I do Air Asia. I fly all over, what do they call it? ASEAN, like, you know, Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, no problems. Like, my information's been locked in their app. Like, I don't even put my name in. Everything's in the app already. Like, I don't have to put my information. It's already in there. So they're looking at my passport again. Oh, your middle name. And I'm like, listen, I've been using this Air Asia move. I showed them that. I said, my information's been locked in there forever. That's what you guys have in there for me. Okay. Then they're like, well, where's your return ticket to America? I'm like, I live in Thailand. I said, here's my Thai resident ID. Here's my driver's license. Like, they wanted to see everything. Then they're running around showing the manager my Thai. I go, that might be hard for you to understand unless you speak Thai. It's in Thai. Like, it's in Thai language. And they're just, they call for a manager, and they're looking. I go, look, that's my visa. I have a 10-year visa. I live in Thailand. I have a kind of, here's my driver's license. That's my and they're like, this is a resident ID card. I go, yeah. See that number on top? That's my resident ID number. And they're like so confused. I'm like, finally, well, I live there. I don't know what to tell you. This is between me and Thai immigration. Why are you guys even involved in this? Like, what are you doing? So they're like, the manager came and, okay, all right. And she's trying to explain to the kid that was first asking me questions, like, yeah, that's the visa, this, that, whatever. I got on, and so I'm waiting for my flight. Hopefully it's a smooth flight, but just, nothing wrong with this city. In fact, I've been to Taipei before. I had a great time in Taipei. The city's okay, just my luck. I had a bad vibe. Sometimes you're on a trip, you get a bad vibe, and you just say, you know what? Time to cut it. And it's been 6 days. I like to travel 1 week a month. I was going to do like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I was going to just hang out for a while. I have a 90-day visa for Taiwan, but I'm going back. I know people will say, you're Greeny, you should have done this, you should have known that. Oh, international license, you should have known that. Big deal, whatever. I can come here, I can go, I can leave, whatever. It didn't work out. And I could have taken a train around. I could have went back up to Taipei. I like Taipei, but I'm just out. It's not that big of a deal. And usually they'll just write you something. Not that big of a deal. They usually don't ask that many questions. But if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel for more travel stories, information, visa information, Greeny bitching about stuff. And you guys, the ladies, they won't like you in Taiwan. It's not, I don't think it's a place where they would like farangs. Just didn't get that vibe either. Greeny out.